Namaste and a very good evening to one and all. I'm Rashmi Malapur, content writer, author, and founder of Research Eye. We are content writers and storytellers. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 Foundations episode LC0225. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Our mission is to invite 1,000 plus leaders and create 1,000,000 leaders. Every Wednesday, we come together from 6:30 p.m. to 7:50 p.m. IST on Zoom Live to gain insights from top management leaders and last week of the month from authors. And once in every quarter, we take it offline in different cities to network, support, and grow together. Because at Leaders Connect 360, we strongly believe that leaders create more leaders. Before we kickstart the episode, a quick reminder. Please keep your videos on for an engaging experience. First-time visitors, check out the WhatsApp, Facebook, and LinkedIn links in the chat box to stay connected and grow with us. This episode is being recorded for our community archives. Now let's set the energy high. If you are excited and ready for an impactful session, drop a thumbs up or a smiley in the chat. Fantastic. And before we go, let me introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Stalin Selvamonni, founder, Adonmed Technology Solutions. Let me also introduce Mr. Pankaj, managing partner, Bija Training, who will be interacting with our guests alongside our panel discussion leader, Ms. Shivalleela, transformation catalyst, mindset, and manifestation coach. Without further ado, let's get started. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rashmi. Thank you so much. Good evening, one and all. I welcome you all on behalf of Leaders Connect, the Mass Leadership, and Bija Training Private Limited. Special welcome to Stalin sir for being here. And Shivalleela, thank you so much for being there and accepting this panel discussion leader role. Okay, so as we move forward, the topic for today itself is very interesting. That talks about health and that talks about technology, right? So let's see what is there. We are going to learn today from Mr. Stalin. So before we move forward, I would like to officially welcome each one of you and especially our leader as well as our panel discussion leader, Mr. Stalin and Ms. Shivalleela through a mode of welcome video. So Arul, can you please play the welcome video for our guest and panel discussion leader, please? Thank you so much, Arul and Stalin sir. We formally and officially welcome you to the forum.
Thank you.
Right. So now I give the honors to Shivalleela to start the panel discussion. And before that, Stalin sir, if you want to start and say something, please feel free to. Thank you so much.
First of all, I'm very glad to be here in your midst today. This is a very good vision, connecting leaders. And another thing I see that, leaders making another leaders. So it's a wonderful concept that you guys are following, and I'm very glad to be here. Basically, I'm an electronics and communication engineer, and most of my experience, initial days were in the Middle East, where I got exposed to high-end technologies. And I worked with Siemens Healthcare for about 13 years in Middle East.
Wow.
Then I came back to India. Then I got into projects, So when there is a healthcare facility or hospitals, particularly in India, we have, most of our government projects are done with international fundings, where this position of a consultant is required. So right now I am also with the AIMS Madurai project. I'm the international technology planner for AIMS Madurai project also.
Excellent, sir.
So
Excellent.
good to be
Great,
here.
great. Happy to have you, sir. And for sure, we are going to get more insights from you about this. Thank you so much for being here and accepting our invitation. So, Shivalleela, you can take over for the panel discussion. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Pankaj. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everybody here.
Good evening. Good evening.
Very good evening, Shivalleela. Thank you.
Very good evening. Very good evening.
Okay, now that's electronic. Good evening, Stalin sir. How are you today?
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for asking, and I'm doing fantastic. We are super excited to have you with us this evening, and we're really curious about knowing how you integrate healthcare with the latest technology, AI, robotics. So, are you ready for a set of questions that we would love to learn from you?
Sure.
Okay, so can I shoot the questions?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So, first thing I would love to know, all of us would love to know is how do you think AI, IoT, and robotics they change the patient care and the hospital operations? How will it change it in future?
Well, first of all, healthcare, is a field where anything new comes is applied for the benefit of saving lives. Yes, here there is a lot of, I am very excited to be in this field because, I get exposed to all new technologies. Anything comes new, first comes to the defense, then into the healthcare, right? So, I remember working in touch screens in, late 80s. 80s where there were touch screens. Was in the healthcare, all new technologies come. So, given that fact, about AI, IoT, and robotics, so these are our, interest today of discussion for the first part. AI, artificial intelligence, of course, it does a lot of things in different fields. But healthcare also, it's a tremendous thing. Like, for example, one is proactive care, and then another one is predictive care. These two areas. You are coming across now, from the news that lot of cancer types and lot of diseases, coronary diseases, they are diagnosed even 7 years, 10 years before it really shows up, from a lot of things. So, yeah, really can help in this way, plenty of, even the predictive part from the patient's, previous history and the informations and the symptoms, all these things too. It's all this, be in healthcare, basically, one is for informative outcome. Then another one is to give decision-making capabilities using AI, and another one is to directly treat the patient using AI. So these all these areas it is being used. IoT basically is for continuous monitoring. It is being very used. Those days you have to carry big transmitters in the patients, like for example, the telemetries and all. Those days people were carrying, and then the mobile. Connectivity came, so they connected with the mobile and through intranet, and now it is IoT is like connecting directly from patients wherever they are to the doctor, directly with the doctor, directly with the hospital. So it's a tremendous thing. So continuous monitoring is very much required. For example, like you take diabetes. Those days you take only two readings, fasting and BP. Right now it's so that gives limited information, but the doctors are able to monitor continuously what is happening to the patients, and you can record it and retrieve it, and you can automate it to suggest the doctors, and so even alarming and even guiding them in the treatments. So this kind of thing is not only for diabetes care, everything, even post-operative care and neurological care and even elderly care, everywhere so the IoT is being used. The other thing is robotics. All of us nowadays we are hearing about robotic surgery. So there is a very nice recently an Indian company also joined in the race. It's a very wonderful robotic surgical systems being developed. Apart from that, the robotics or even because the basic idea is in treatments, when humans are involved, there are a lot of infections and the loss of precisions, and because it's very much important, particularly surgery. 60% of the post-operative complexities developed due to infections. So these nobody tell this outside, but this is the fact. So using robots, and we are able to reduce that. And another thing is that robots are used, directly under in infection control departments. Like for example, sterile supply places. Instead of involving human, you involve robots, and even medication management. To reduce medication error. This is also a big problem. Like medication error. The doctor prescribes something, the nurse delivers something else. So using robots, it is very, so medication errors does occur. So these are all reduced using robots. So the operational efficiency when you use the robots are improved, and we almost come to zero errors, no errors. So that is what we are trying to achieve. And so it is interesting. AI, IoT, and robotics. You can these fields are improving, and in the coming days you can see a lot of them in the hospitals. Even now, in the reception, hospital receptionists are replaced with robots, and even taking the readings and your weight and your glucose, everything is done by robots. So many things. It's limitless, countless opportunities are there.
Okay, that's amazing. That's like a world of knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. So, that makes me wonder, do you think hospitals are going to have a human touch if we are having robots everywhere for checking the BP, weight, everything? So, will it have the human touch?
Yeah, the important thing is that in healthcare, unlike other fields, if there is something happens, somebody is accountable, right? You cannot bring the robot to accountability. First thing. Okay. So another thing is that some areas they say the robots outperform human. We don't have doubt, but at the same time it should be under the supervision of the clinicians. Yeah, and another thing is that unlike other fields, healthcare requires a lot of regulatory. We have we will be discussing about it, and because you cannot simply so robots come and break a car manufacturing unit, and it cannot be done in lives, right? So regularly. So that is why human touch is always required.
Okay, amazing, sir. And now that you say, yes, AI, IoT, robotics, all of this play a huge role in digital healthcare, right? But we also want to remember that data privacy and cybersecurity are very important, right? So, what role do you think this data privacy and cybersecurity will play in digital healthcare?
Well, you know, it's very much important because healthcare data is very private information for everybody. You know, and recently, the Russian President Putin, he visited the United States. Heard that he even didn't leave a small trace there in another foreign country because from anything anybody can detect his his future or whatever. So basically, it is supposed to be that is why we are expecting that there will be like blockchain technology that is going to be very mandatory in the future for individual personal health information for every individual. So governments also across the world they are regulating it for personalized data, and this is very private information, and so hospitals countries across the world they spend a lot of money on this because if I for example I suspect that there is my the data is being used for some other purpose, maybe for good thing, it's not harmful for me, by some hospital in Chennai, then maybe I will not go there, right? So it's similar to like somebody is trying their new medicine on me. You know, I will not be a test pilot. You see, so this is the thing. So another thing is that societies, families, and even individuals. Some of the health information, even between spouses. Some
Mhm.
treatments they don't have to share. So it's very
Right.
very personal information. Only the so this is it's very much important, and that is why all healthcare information systems, the digital health and entire thing, the treatment process and test results, all are secured by the hospitals, and its government has regulations. India also is developing very much into this field, and the National Digital Health Mission, and then they are framing the rules. It's very young, but it's very strict data security and privacy. Uh, Data privacy is implemented, and even for example, for AI, AI runs on data. You see, that is why in healthcare, for us, if you are trying to bring a solution using AI, the data is very scarce. So people don't share. Yeah. But there are open sources available. Some of them people declare for the benefit of other patients. So some of them, but generally, it is completely strictly protected.
Okay, I
That is a trusted.
understand. Okay. Yes, I think protection of an individual's personal details goes a long way in healthcare, right?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for that, sir. And
No
now,
problem.
given all of this advancement in technology, AI, robotics, IoT, all of this, we all know that there is so much of advancement in technology from what you've said. But don't you think this is important along with the affordability and accessibility? Yes, there's a lot of innovation, agreed. A lot is coming up, but is it not important for it to be affordable and accessible so that everybody can make use of it? How do you see that?
Well, it is, what you say is very, very true. The affordability is, very much important because, for example, countries like India, unless it reaches to the, the last person in the country, then then it is not fulfilling its purpose. That's how we say. So the thing is that important thing is that when you make healthcare products, whether it is equipment or your IT solutions or anything related to healthcare, we spend a lot of money on R&D and even the clinical trials. That takes a lot of money. And this is like one monitor, for example, one medical grade monitor, which costs around $4,000. In consumer market, the same technology, maybe more technologies are inside, it is less than $400, because that one to be medical grade, you have to do a lot of things, then only they will approve. So
Right.
that is the thing. So healthcare, that is the equipments are all like an MRI machine cost 10 crores, and which is required, no? Without CT machines, doctors cannot function. So these are all expensive things, and unless consumer market, the quantity also is not much being sold. So the companies like those who are innovating, those who are employing their staff into it, to sell that equipment. It's not like you taking to a showroom and sell it. So it requires less amount, but a lot of new things, lot of security things, lot of safety things. So we have to know. That is why it is expensive. So machines are there. Some of the time we say that doctors or hospitals are making money, but at the same time, we have to remember the fact what is happening, because it is with life. Lot of background work has been done. Then second thing is that I think this is where like the flexibility can be a little bit established. So in order to make it more affordable, now the insurance and all this thing has come. Insurance companies, instead of, now the thing is that it's driven by insurance scheme. Even in now India, everybody has insurance, and hospitals are chasing for people who have insurance, and so now here in insurance, instead of what has been done, uh, I think they have to focus on what is the result of the particular treatment. They should not focus on take this test, that test, and this. So instead of that, they should give preference to the outcome. Whether the patient is at the end cured. That is important. Then how many tests he has done, how many days he was in the hospital. How many doctors visited. This has to be I think for me, working across hospitals and in this field for many years, I think this is the focus should be. And I hope the government and the institutions will take some decisions on that. So that is the thing. But in general, healthcare, to make it more affordable, even technologies also are helping. And for instance, like 30 years ago, an ultrasound machine which costed 1 crore. Now with more, 30 years ago, 1 crore is very big amount. So the same machine with more capabilities now for 40 lakhs available. So technology, it has improved, especially with the latest AI, and even the faster electronics, and software solutions that makes it very affordable and better quality. So technology also has helped here, and we even using AI, we expect that one day, some of the high-end machines will be replaced by, like take an ultrasound image and it will give MRI image. So using AI. So that is the way things are going on. We hope we will be there someday soon. So then it will be more affordable.
Right, hopefully, fingers crossed. So, yes, on a lighter note, you said insurance, hospitals get insurance. Yes, maybe you were serious about that, but I was just looking at it on a lighter note. If I enter a hospital, whenever I enter hospitals, and if somebody's asking for insurance, it just reminds me to run out of the hospital, because I know they're going to charge me a bomb for it. So the experience I had with 2, 3 hospitals is, as soon as you enter, before they even wish you, they ask you, do you have an insurance? And that actually gives me a frightened feeling, like, oh, now what test are they going to ask me to do? And then there's a series of tests and scans that they want us to do. But yes, I think that will, as you say, over a period of time, the costlier machines are becoming a little bit more, or a little bit more effective on the payment side. And I think it's becoming a little bit more reasonable in cost. So hopefully, like all stages of people will be able to make use of this medicines and this healthcare technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Even
now
they
only
know
a portion of
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
please
Go
go.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Now
ahead.
the thing is that when insurance is also in a way it is serving like in India there are many states they insure the people and the provisions in government healthcare sector it's all including, like, for example, the government medical colleges and institutions like AIMS, these are the things, we expect one day that it will cover majority of our populations. So then there will be less, more regulated. But the thing is that now, like the public institutions are, lagging lot of, kind of supports or, the kind of staff or whatever it requires. But we
That's
hope
right.
that, like institutions, governments are spending across the states, different states and, so.
That's right. Hope is the only hope that we can hope for. So let's see. Thank you so much for that, sir. And for the next question, which areas do you think will grow faster according to what you've researched or what you've seen? Like telemedicine, wearables, or is it personalized medicine? And I would love to know about these things. What is this telemedicine, wearables, and personalized
You know,
medicine?
yeah, when you say telemedicine, wearable, personalized medicine, these are basically, connected together, you know. So one after another, they have to improve. Then only, it's like the person going forward, he has to pull the other person. So three have to go together, travel together. So when one goes, another has to also follow him, and the third one also have to follow him. So there is no contradiction between these three. But I can say that telemedicine, that moves forward, especially during the Corona time, and it really helped a lot of people, the consultations and even, to interact with their clinicians was really helpful. And countries like India, even most of the other countries also, it is the same because people live remotely. Even big countries, people live everywhere, so they are connected. It is really good. So this actually the infrastructure development and the capabilities. It's not very difficult, but it is improving. I feel that telemedicine moves very fast, and for telemedicine to move forward efficiently, you need the wearables. Wearables also because the data is being collected from the patient and being sent and through the smartphones and the other internet connectivity and all really will help. And personalized medicine, of course, this is a goal. And personalized medicine, in for those who maybe haven't come across this very much, I will explain. Like for example, to put it very simply, if me and my wife goes to the same hospital, so same problem, same disease, the treatment for me will be different, my wife will be different. So this is personalized medicine because her healthcare data, genetical makeup, everything else put together, and they prescribe a medicine, different medicine, and for me it's a different medicine. That's a personalized medicine. So it's an interesting
Okay.
thing. So that is the thing that here when you're going for personalized medicine, a lot of so like side effects will not be there. There's so many things because it's already designed for you. The treatment is particularly only for unique for you. It is tailor made for a particular patient. So that is the goal, and this also it's expectation, everybody's expectations. Because hospitals, particularly some regions, if you go out of India and you are scared to meet some doctors. because we don't know what treatments they will give. Even India also there is a expectation now. You select the doctors because you are afraid. So personalized medicine basically in blockchain you have your own data. Wherever you take the test through interoperability, it's applicable. It is connected with all the hospitals. It is your data, and you don't have to repeat test when you go to different hospital. And so this personalized medicine. I hope it is not far, and maybe and maybe most of you here present here, when you are in your generation, you can see that.
Yes, very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Sir, how do you think governments, providers, and startups, how do you think all of them can work together to speeden up this healthcare's digital transformation? You said government needs to work, but how do you think they can step?
Like for our case, particularly in India, who is government? We are the government basically. People are the government. So it is like it's a partnership, working together and improving, and suggesting the authorities. And one of the very basic thing is the regulatory. In India, countries like India, for us, we are particularly, we don't have good regulatory standards. With almost 1/5 of the world population is here. We don't have, we have multiple agencies with details, and at the end, you see, like it is like going driving in Indian roads. Whether you have brake light or not, when the cop stops, you have to pay 100 rupees. So you don't mind whether you keep the brake light or not. So that is how it has become. So this is so this have to be very, very, because it's very much important. And for us now, we want to be a export oriented economy, and we need to export to other countries, at least to the developing nations, unless this regulatory is strong. And it's very we have to like we need a big breakthrough. And manufacturers, you see, I think like many in India are focused on making machines for India. No, we have to make for the world. you know. So wherever we go, basically, I like this idea. You make a cost-effective solution, and we need, but at the same time, it should reach the world. So that is, cost effectiveness is good, but at the same time, it should reach the world. So very much, the high. So manufacturers have to, come up with, for this also they need support. And here in India, the gap is between doctors and engineers. You know, this is a very big gap there. And doctors, first of all, they don't have time. And even if they have time, they think that because they studied many, so they had so many degrees after their names, then only they become doctors. They have to study till 35, 40. For in engineers, you finish 25, maybe with UG and PG, and then you are an engineer. And he feels, these are the things. And some of the things that we engineers also, because different terminologies, you see, when healthcare, when doctors speak entirely, the like gynecology, dermatology, ophthalmology, these are all not being used in common English. So there is a big knowledge gap is also there. So the technical people working with the doctors, the manufacturer, instead of copying, they have to really work with the doctors to innovate something new and to come up with some new solutions. And funding is very important. And there are the schemes, but I think, healthcare, due to the potential, at least to help our, Indian community, we need a lot of government support, because this takes a lot of time and skills. And otherwise, people will see like engineers, government say, okay, this is giving a lot of money for us, IT, so let me do something in IT. So instead of doing in healthcare. So it needs a lot of really support, because, initial stages, to innovate. And we have ideas, people, when I came back to India, a lot of people working in, especially this, the IT integration of medical equipments, and we have a lot of talent pool in India, but most of them are doing for foreign clients. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because we don't have the affordability here, and there is less support. So we have talents, but I think that is we have to use the talents for our companies and our country.
True, true. Thank you so much for that, sir. And yes, I think it would be really wonderful if the government can, support as much as they can for this digital healthcare and also bring it to all masses of people so that everybody can benefit through this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Stalin, sir. It's been a huge wealth of knowledge for us with this. And yes, personally, for me, this healthcare area is like, new and it's very interesting to know so many facts over here. Thank you so much for all that you shared today. It means a lot, and thank you for all that wisdom.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Miss. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing wonderful insight. And I believe with the kind of progress we are doing in this world. Okay, so as the advancements are coming, so the complications are also coming in, right, sir? And to
Yeah.
overcome the complications, now we are getting towards the personalization, right? That is
Yeah.
what is happening. See,
Yeah.
earlier, sir, there were limited set of diseases were there. Now, over the period, the more number of detecting machines have come. Now, the more number of diseases have also come. Now, to overcome those diseases, we are going go towards the personalization, right? That's my
Yes.
thought process, my understanding towards the medical. And I also agree and second my thought with Shivalleela. The moment you enter to the hospital and really when the moment they ask you, do you have the insurance? And then you don't know what is going to happen with you. The highest the amount you are going to tell them, you never know what bill you are going to get at the end. So
Yeah, true.
a
And
patient gets frightened even getting into the hospitals these days. This is what is happening, sir. So now, with the kind of new startups coming in, wherein they are helping you to, catch hold of your disease with symptoms, right? The personalized, the solutions which are coming in, the personalized, there are so many things which are coming in. So I believe this advancement is really going to help an individual to even not go get to those levels of getting to the hospital, right? So that a person should not get trauma, that trauma when he entered to the hospital. So, sir, with the all due respect, with the kind of experience you carry, I know that that has really given us some better insight, understanding, and we look forward for your expertise and experience coming into us. So please be part of us. Thank you so much. So I have shared my learning, sir. Let's see what people have understood in last 30-35 minutes through a mode of a quick quiz, right? So for a quick quiz, I would like to ask our quiz leader, Miss Pooja. So Pooja is going to ask a quick quiz question, sir, and the person whosoever answer is going to get a book written by one of our guest author. So that book will be given to the winner. And also one bonus is the person is going to ask a question to you, sir. So that's a bonus for the winner today. And the book
Okay.
for today is The Soul Reader 2.0, written by Miss Vani Pradeep. So over to you, Pooja, for a quick quiz, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pankaj. And it's a very wonderful session. And guys, here is the question: which one of the areas moves forward fast as a first priority? And the options are A, wearables, B, telemedicine, and C, personalized medicine.
I
Please
know
send
the
your
answer, but I'm not saying. So let's give the others a chance.
please type in the options as A, B, and C. Small hint, the options which are coming is wrong, so still you are having the scope.
It's easy. Sir mentioned it twice that is the area which he thinks is got potential to develop.
Pooja, very tricky question.
Very easy question also.
Yes. Okay. So just one more minute because we got all the options here. So I just want to give like 30 seconds more time so that you can type in the option.
So who's the winner as per you?
Just 30 seconds I would like to give. Like if at all they want to share the answers, they can share. Okay. So the answer is B, telemedicine. Am I right, Shivalleela? Yes.
Sir,
She's answered
yeah,
and it
sir,
is
yeah, so
Vinay.
he's going to say, sir, I
Yeah,
think it's
correct,
telemedicine
correct.
because I heard
Telemedicine.
you say that twice. Yeah.
So I believe we gave it to Mr. Vinay Mishra,
Vinay
right?
Mishra.
So
Yes,
Vinay,
congratulations.
earlier Vinay gave C. Now let us
Yeah.
give B. So anyways, Vinay is going to get it. So congratulations, Mr. Vinay. So you are the winner, and you also get an opportunity to unmute yourself and ask a question to our guest, Mr. Stalin. Are you there, Mr. Vinay? Yeah, please.
Thank you very much. And thank you, everyone. Sir, just wanted to know, since you have been associated with medical medical field for very long time, and we have discussed also. So, how do you you might be knowing about the government hospitals also and private hospitals also. So what do I believe is that in the government hospital, the doctors will be competent doctors only because cracking government job is not that much easy, and the facilities also. Only the only thing is you will not get too much of comfort or other things. But as far as the treatment is concerned, what do I believe is government hospitals far better than private hospitals. So your views about this, sir?
Yeah, government hospitals have good doctors. There is no doubt. And the, the thing is that, there should be some kind of, I mean, regulations across the country. Like, people, they give more preference to their own practice than the government job. So where they come in the morning and go, then evening they go to private hospitals. So this is a thing. Otherwise, government has, you know, because they are government hospitals. They are building, they are adding infrastructures, and so some of the hospitals in Tamil Nadu, they are no less than a big corporate hospital here in Tamil Nadu. But problem is that the doctors also have to, really spend time in the hospital, and that is a thing. And uh, here, when I say that, another point is in, for patients going for treatment to the hospital, along with the treatment, there is something called nursing support, or nursing care. So here also a lot of improvements are needed. Then I think, but unless I think, the people, the citizens of India will benefit if they strengthen the government healthcare system, because now the thing is that everything is, like insurance, and the people really are struggling. And when government institutions are strengthened, really, it will be a beneficial thing to everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So here I open the forum to the visitors. Anyone who would like to ask a question can unmute yourself and ask question to our guest. I will please check if there is anyone who's raising their hand, because today's topic itself is very interesting, and it is very relevant to each one of us day in and day out, right?
I think things are clear, Pankaj. We can proceed further.
Okay, fine. So as we move forward, I would like to invite our summary leader for the day. So we have Dr. Ishwarya for the summary, please. So, Dr. Aishwarya, over to you for the quick summary.
Hello, Pankaj. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Very good evening, sir. So that was very interesting. Today's topic was, as Pankaj said, healthcare. We have to focus on our healthcare nowadays. So let me summarize the points that has been shared by our guest speaker today. So healthcare is a field where every new development directly impact lives. Technology is shifting healthcare towards proactive and predictive care, focusing on prevention and early detection with AI, IoT, and robotics. Diagnosis, monitoring, and operational efficiency are improving. However, challenges remain as human errors still account of nearly 60% of post-surgery infections, while robotics and automation can assist in areas such as BP monitoring, accountability, and ethical decision ultimately rest with humans. At the same time, employing skilled staff, selling advanced machineries, and maintaining safety standard makes technology-driven care expensive. In this context, insurance plays a vital role. It not only helps people access treatment and services that would otherwise be an unaffordable, but also support wider adoption of advanced healthcare technologies. When it comes to telemedicine, it is scaling rapidly due to convenience, cost effectiveness, and post-pandemic acceptance. Wearables are expanding fast for real-time monitoring, enable proactive and preventive care. In most countries, including large economies, strong infrastructure is already enabling rapid growth of telemedicine. To be truly efficient, telemedicine must integrate well with wearables for real-time monitoring and better patient outcomes. In India, regulatory frameworks for healthcare technology are still developing. Strong regulations are essential, especially if innovations are to be exported globally. Currently, much of our India's focuses on making machineries for domestic use, but to compete internationally, significant breakthroughs in regulatory standards and compliance are needed. Insurance can also play a vital role in supporting regulatory adherence by covering certified technologies and promoting safe, standardized, and healthcare solutions. So that's the summary of today's speech, sir. Thank you. I hope I have covered your points, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aishwarya, for summarizing it so wonderfully and so precisely. Okay, thank you so much for. And before we move forward, I would like to officially thank each one of us, and especially to our guest, Mr. Stalin, through a mode of thanking video. So, Arul, can we have a thanking video, please?
Yeah, we'll start with the vote of thanks and then the video.
Sorry?
Vote of thanks by Miss
Sorry.
Priya.
So, before we move forward, I would like to call upon Miss Priya for the vote of thanks, please. My apologies. Apologies. So, Priya, over to you for the vote of thanks.
Good evening once again, everybody. I'm Priya, a soft skills trainer and a motivational speaker. And sir, I am the co-founder of a software company. We provide healthcare EMR software to clinics and hospitals. And
Wow.
like you said, we were actually compelled to implement online consultation during the pandemic. So yes, as you said, this has been growing, and we have our customers, and we have our customers based in India. So we are here, very much here, sir. And getting to know from you the future of healthcare, yes, definitely plays a pivotal role in technology business. Definitely, sir, agreed. And before going forward, first let me share once again the purpose of this thriving community. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG. We are a hybrid model leadership community bringing together leaders every Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:15 p.m., where experts in their fields provide solutions to leadership challenges, just like the valuable insights given by you today. And every last week of the month, we take a deeper dive into the knowledge by inviting authors to share insights from their books, helping us grow as leaders and lifelong learners. I extend my deepest gratitude to you, sir, Mr. Stalin. Thank you very much for your thought-provoking insights. Thank you for those wonderful insights, sir. And our wonderful panel discussion leader, Shivalleela, and our dynamic moderator, Mr. Pankaj, for leading this valuable discussion today. And now, as a token of our appreciation, we present a special thank you video to express our gratitude. So, see you next Wednesday. Till then, keep leading and keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you